Go early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Algier going straight ahead. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
After 1, 7-0. All the A's. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seems like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Wilson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is fielded at the 27. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we reach halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one will fall incomplete.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Burke. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On second, here's Algier.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 2nd and goal. Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. But now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time.
And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of it. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Christian Harris
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And that's going to do it. Blockhead zeros are not going to get another play. Back now here on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record
his 5th sack of the season. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jameson Williams, 82 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Wilson. And now here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got this complete to Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Operating for the red zone now, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Koo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Mahomes going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now out come the Giants.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second and very short, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson.
He's got Renfro on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
He's got it at the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. No, yellow offense with no defense. Now your time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit.